can you give us an example, a brief description of a company that was recently contracted with DEFX and either needed a migration or at least needed to get MSP services? What that looked like the time frame, or describe the size. What did it look like for them? Because DEFX champions itself to be hassle-free and a smooth journey. So can you describe that for a contractor out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll share the experience of one of the most recent companies that signed up for our services, and we've been able to service. It's been a joy. We always have good relationships with our customers, and every customer that we have is a happy customer. And this company most recently, they wanted to push the accelerator and move fairly quickly, which is very wise on their part, because the CMMC law, you got to take it seriously and you have to move quickly now. Frankly, if you haven't started right now, you're probably already late. But this company, they first contacted us at the beginning of November. And, we had some good conversations. We felt good about each other, show them our pricing and everything. They were very surprised with our low our low pricing that we charged for their full implementation and managed services. And so they were prepared to move quickly. Well, they onboarded with us that very same day. We got all the contracts and everything underway. And as per the timelines that we work out with them, because we always want to accommodate to the organization to make sure that we don't do like a migration whenever they're doing some key work for the Department of Defense or something. So we'll work on the schedule with them. We'll tell them the major parts that are going to be impactful. We'll give them examples and demos of what the experience is going to be like for configuring the computers, for logging into the new compliant environment. And for this company that we recently did, we had them migrated. The whole company was fully migrated and recreated in the compliant GCC high environment in less than 1 week. Within the first week, the company was completely unmanaged IT. It was all over the place. You could tell they didn't have any resident IT or cybersecurity skill.
Probably most of it, by the way.
Yeah. We got into their commercial Office 365 environment, hooked up all the right tools. We got their new environment procured and provisioned, hooked up all the right tools, did all the coordination. Within 1 week, they were fully operating out of a very secure and compliant environment. So that was just the migration portion. Then typically after that, there's some final configurations that we need to make in the new environment. The leadership has to enforce some of the standards that we set for training. There's a couple training requirements that users have to do, a couple documentation requirements like user agreements and allowing specialized softwares that they might need, other different things. But once we have the documentation requirements done, we did the technical implementation for them, and users did their trainings and all those small requirements that the organization still has to perform. They're CMMC Level 2 compliant. And for this particular organization, who was willing to move a little bit quicker than most others, we got them CMMC Level 2 compliant within the first month. And very soon after that, we're already in talks with a C3PAO to get them their formal CMMC assessment. It's most likely that they will be CMMC Level 2 certified in less than 45 days.
Wow.
And you might think that, yes, I got my CMMC Level 2 certification, it's over, I did it. And yes, you should. Congratulations, and it's a huge milestone to have met. But the requirement of CMMC is not to just look all golden and right for a one-time assessment.
Continuous.
The requirement is for the continuous performance of those 110 practices. And this is why we identify as a CMMC Specialized MSP, because the requirement is not just for that one time and then walk away, everything falls apart, nobody knows how to keep doing everything. No, we continue the performance of those practices on behalf of our clients. We continue doing the monitoring, the logging, the security checks, following our strict procedures that we have, servicing the clients and performing end user support for any client, any user that has any kind of issues and anything. And so our relationship with our customers, we like to think of it as a long-term relationship. And once we enter that, hey, you're going to be CMMC level 2 compliant and have that continued performance for as long as you keep us around. And, typically for them, I've really seen very positive impacts in some of the owners of these companies that can really sleep safe at night. And sometimes they'll even make jokes that like, hey, like some of my other companies that we work with, they're all stressing out about CMMC, whereas we're just like we're just relaxing, and that's true because they brought in the specialists to do it for them, and we're gonna do it right.